We broke the world record for the most souls on a Skeleton King. Well, kinda. It's a long story, so buckle up and I'll tell you how we did it and how this turned into a gigantic mess. It all started around 2 weeks ago when I was looking for ideas for a world record video, and one of my top ideas was this one, the most souls collected by a Skeleton King, which I actually got inspiration from the round table video. Definitely recommend watching. So I did some digging to find out what the record was, and it turns out that it is only 22. So I was like, yeah, that's not too hard. So I went ahead with it with Mr. Gabble. We tried for about half an hour, I would say. We used different methods, such as switching in and out of the battle healer, and the best we could do is just 19. So we just left that for tomorrow, and we completed some easier world records in the meantime. This is where the story gets out of hand. Guess what happens tomorrow? Abdul, one of my great creative friends, released a video of him getting 29 souls on the Skeleton King. To make things clear, I did not know that he was attempting the same world record. It was really just a coincidence. So I was like, okay, Gabbo, this is terrible news, but we can still pull it off. We just need to get lucky and get mirror. So we tried again. This time we tried for hours. Most of the time it was just spent on getting the mirror maps, of course. So yeah, oh, that was such a pain. And after a very long time, this happened. This is a time where I tell you how we actually did it. So basically, the witches were feeding souls to the Skeleton King constantly, and they are mirrored, so there are more skeletons for him to kill. And the healing ranger from our side is just to keep the Skeleton King healed up, so he wouldn't die from the skeletons. And to also give him an attack speed boost using this 3rd star ability, which really came in clutch. And we also got the battle healer on the side here for extra heals, but I positioned the healing ranger in a way that the battle healer won't get the attack speed boost from the healing ranger, which means the battle healer will be less likely to steal kills from the Skeleton King. So that's how we did it. Simple. Could be where the story ends, but we're just getting started, because what happened later pissed me off so hard. So one day later, I woke up with a great feeling that we broke the world record. By a comfortable margin, to be fair. And guess what I found on Twitter? Spoob, another of my great creator friends, attempted the world record too, and it just so happens that they got 33 souls too. I was a bit tempted to try to beat that, but I did realize that it wasted a lot of my time, and we still kind of hold the world record technically, so we decided to just settle with it and accept that we are tied. And guess what I saw on Twitter one day later? Someone beat the record. For God's sake. Gigi Elia managed to sneak the world record title by getting 34 souls, which I admit was very impressive. But I still believe we can hit 35, so I turned to Mr. Gabble and we continued to grind for the world record. We once again tried for a little while using different strats, but nothing did spectacularly, so we decided to settle it for a day and come back tomorrow. As I was getting ready to sleep and call it a day, I checked my Twitter and guess what I saw. You know what? I'll just play the video out for you. Yep, 37 souls. 37. Before I go on and rage about the terrible timing, I gotta credit Elephant and Wiki though. Like, their setup was genius. The Lumberjack third star and the Max Battle Healer was just perfect for this, and I wish I thought about this sooner. So, can I now rage about the terrible timing? Okay. Oh my gosh, can't this come in the worst time? Oh my gosh, why now? So I went to sleep with a very troubled mind that we need to somehow beat 37 souls with my level 7 Skeleton King instead of a level 10. But remember, at the time, I still had faith. I was still dedicated to hit the world record, and I was ready to flex it in front of everyone about how good I am. Well, that was until tomorrow. Well, I think you know what happened. I found on Twitter that once again, my world record was beaten. Oh man. This time, it was a very impressive 39 souls. So kudos to Rosa and Soren. But that's not even the thing that pissed me off. It was this tweet from Mob Esports. They're now going to offer $10 to anyone who beats 39 souls. It was already bad enough that this world record became a trend, making me basically running a hamster wheel, constantly trying to beat the new world record. But this prize just blew it out of the water. This means that now everyone is gonna try to beat this world record to claim the prize. Great. Perfect. So I approached Mindphase because he had a level 9 Skeleton King, and I asked him to pair up to beat it, and I specifically told him not to tell anyone about this, because the last thing I want is for this thing to spread even further. So we agreed to try it tomorrow. Say it with me together. Guess what happened tomorrow? You guys already know, so I'm just gonna ask my second question directly. Guess how many souls did they manage to get? 41? 42? No. It was 44. To put that into perspective, when I began this challenge, the record was 22. So after this mini trend, the record doubled. Doubled. Like, could I have chose a worse time to do this world record? And just like that, I quit. I don't even want to try anymore, because that is gonna waste so much time, and I'd rather spend that on my other world records. Which, by the way, I'll make a video about that if this video hits 70 likes. And that brings us to where we are now, making a video on a failure. And by the way, no hate to everyone who kinda threw a hurdle to me while beating this world record. You guys are just doing your own thing, and you guys actually gave me a bit of a challenge, so yeah, no hate to you guys, you're fine. So the moral of the story is, I guess, timing means everything. Depending on how you time things, what you do can either be a gigantic W or it just makes no difference. So yeah. Well, I actually have some other easier world records for you guys to watch, so check this video out right here. But oh my gosh, I just wanted to tell that to all of you guys. That experience was not good.